Well, Elizabeth. Huh. I am very, very happy with this chapter. Even though this chapter was very simple, and I could possibly say that this video is probably going to be short because of it, I am very happy with this chapter. Nakaba-sensei, you want to know why I'm clapping? Because Elizabeth actually showed how strong she was. You know how many fucking shonen manga I have fucking read that have a female character that's introduced, or the main female character, and she's not strong, or she's always a damsel in distress. And don't get me wrong, I mean, Elizabeth's been in that situation a little bit, but overall, though, she has been a little bit different from the norm. And I'm just so proud of Nakaba-sensei for showing Elizabeth in such a badass way in this chapter. Her standing up and fucking fighting, or in this case, trying to help them out. And I really love how strong she is. She's not weak. She's actually staying to her convictions, but also she's showing that she is way above the fucking Archangels. Like, oh yeah, she's way above them. And that's common sense now when you see this chapter. So, if this is Elizabeth, okay? I cannot wait to see our present-day Elizabeth get stronger, because if this is what she's capable of, oh my fucking god, that is just going to be fucking badass. I mean, just imagine seeing Meliodas and Elizabeth going in side by side against an opponent. That just sounds fucking awesome. That sounds so fucking awesome. But, okay, so, Elizabeth. I'm going to assume that, from what we're seeing with this flashback, I think we're about to find out why Elizabeth is constantly reincarnating. I think we're going to figure this out, because let's figure out Rudisil. Hopefully I'm saying his name right. I don't know. Yeah. Regardless, though, Rudisil, I wonder when he said he will never forgive you, I wonder if he was trying to say that God would never forgive you, and this is why Elizabeth is constantly reincarnating, and why it seems like, it's a curse to Meliodas or whatever. I wonder if that's what's going on here. I wonder, because of what's happening here, is the reason why Elizabeth is like she is to this day. And that would explain quite a bit. But also, we now can assume that Elizabeth is way above the Archangels. So that would mean that, judging by what she said in this chapter, which, obvious God vibes right there, I'm assuming she's the daughter of God. Because let's think about what she said in this chapter. Let there be light. That's fucking the book of Genesis in the Bible. So, yeah, if you don't know what that is, and yeah. So, pretty much, when she said that, I'm like, let there be light. Obviously, she's above the Archangels, and because of her saying that, and knowing Nakaba-sensei, I'm like, okay. So, it's pretty apparent now that she is definitely way above anything else, the other angels, and she's probably, like I said, the legit, I guess, daughter of God. And we do know that Meliodas is like, the son of freaking the Demon King, or Satan in this point, or in this series. So when you think about it like that, it's kind of like a fucked up Romeo and Juliet relationship going on here. Like, Elizabeth and Meliodas, and that's pretty interesting. It is. But still, I love Elizabeth standing up to these freaking evil beings, Indra, and actually managing to push them back. Obviously, she got support from the two Archangels, but overall, though, she was way above them, because they were getting their ass handed to them. They were just getting fucking beat around, and they were just getting curb stomped constantly, and so it showed that, at the very least, Elizabeth was able to hold both of them back somewhat. She was getting pressured, obviously, but she was fighting back and kind of holding her own. So it shows she's above them in terms of being able to at least put up some fight. Because when it came to Indra fighting the Archangels, they were just getting slapped around like it was fucking nothing. Just like, boom, right out the freaking, into the ground and shit, just getting wrecked. So it shows that she is stronger. But I also like seeing that the Archangels are not all bad, or assholes in general. Rudisill seems to be an asshole, obviously. He's the main person that's been starting this entire shit. But overall, it doesn't seem like the other two Archangels, even though they're kind of assholes, I mean, what they were doing in previous chapters, it doesn't seem like they're 100% asshole. It seems like they actually do care, they can be reasoned with, and they understand. And you see how they actually started to help out Elizabeth with free will. They're like, hey, we have free will and all that, and they just started helping her out, and that's pretty much how they saved Mon and Derriere at the end of the chapter, which explains how they were able to survive in the first place, and also how they were able to, be in present day, Taizai, how they were still alive. So it explains a lot. But apparently this form, Indra form, it actually is a last resort type move. What this means is if you use it, you're going to die. So there's no coming back from that unless, I'm assuming, someone like Elizabeth purifies you and helps you out. So that would mean that most likely that's the reason why they haven't used this before. Because if they do use that, it's death. But they probably could only use it once because they don't have the necessary hearts to sacrifice. So this explains a lot of how, Mon and Derriere never used it again up against Meliodas in the present timeline of Taizai. But also it explains why the others didn't use it either, because if they used it, it's pretty much just saying, GG, I'm dead as fuck, so I might as well just go all out. So this explains a lot. Now, I'm glad Nakaba-sensei added a lot of clarification to this, transformation, but also showing how they survived in the first place. So I can definitely deal with this. I'm completely fine with the information that was given to me in this chapter. But that's about it. I mean, like I said, this chapter is very, very simple. I mean, it gets to the point rather quickly, but overall, I feel like it was a decent chapter for our main female character, Elizabeth, and I cannot wait to see if Elizabeth, our present-day Elizabeth, develops like this. We get to see her strong and just being able to hold her own against strong, enemies in the future by herself without Meliodas because of, what we saw in this chapter. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You'll have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.